Hey guys, let us know with Crypto Marine local and international. List of officers recommended for firing grows to 50 as process to discipline Chicago cops in the most serious cases remain frozen. The Chicago Police Department concluded nearly 2 years ago that one of its officers sexually assaulted a woman in the back seat of her car while she was intoxicated and unable to give consent. Although the criminal investigation was largely halted after the victim declined to press charges, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability's investigation carried on, and earlier this year it sustained charges of domestic violence, sexual misconduct, and making false statements. The officer remains employed by CPD even though COPA says he should be fired, and Chicago Police Superintendent Larry Snelling agrees. The case is one of dozens in administrative purgatory as the Fraternal Order of Police, the union representing rank and file CPD officers, continues its effort to overturn a Cook County judge order that allow for third-party arbitration but also call for public access in cases of the most egregious misconduct by Chicago police officers. Since the beginning of 2024, records show COPA has recommended CPD terminate 50 officers for various departmental rule violations, up from 28 in February. The agency has called for another 313 officers to be suspended so far this year. Jesus Christ, this is a mess. It needs to be cleaned up. The officer in the assault case was hired in 2019 and is now 28 years old. He has remained on CPD's payroll, though stripped of his police powers and assigned to desk duty since July 2022. FOP President John Catanzara told the Tribune that the union did not provide any legal assistance to the officer because the alleged conduct was not related to any sort of the police action and allegedly occurred while the officer was off duty. The woman applied for and was granted to orders of protection against the officer, records show, but CPD's criminal probe was largely halted after she declined to press charges. The officer sat for at least 2 interviews with investigators, including detectives from the Confidential Investigations section of CPD Internal Affairs. When you take an oath to protect the community and you betray the community, when you see somebody is intoxicated, not able to control their own being, to give consent, to do a certain things, and you take advantage of that, you have no business carrying a badge. You are as bad as anybody else on the street. So when those guys come in trying to help people, supposedly, come on, it's just a uniform. Inside, they are as crooked, they are as unbelievable, as nasty and disgusting as anybody else could be outside in the corner of the street. The only thing, they're wearing the badge in the uniform. It is unfortunate we have people like this taking off to serve our community. Look at this crazy guy that had DUI arrest in his record, and still he was able to be in the force, and he killed Marcy. The lady called for help. You get inside her house. You assume she was going to throw hot water at you. You shoot her in her face. People like this are not supposed to wear the badge. People like this are not supposed to have the uniform on. I was reading a report on family members called the police for this mental ill person that was having some kind of crisis. The police went in, they shot the lady in the chest and killed her. And what I wanted to do with this case was a separate video to say, why would you call police officers for somebody who has mental crisis? Those officers are not trained, are not equipped to deal with a situation like that. You should not be calling them for help. They should have a separate unit where those people are being trained, professional and psych related issues, whatever medication, however they need to speak to those people that are having a crisis to calm them down, to not bodily harm themselves or anybody else. But when you call a police officer, in their mindset, all they see is death. Erase the problem, delete the problem. And it is unfortunate this is going on in America. When you call police for help, at the same time, you could end up being the last time you see your loved ones or you see yourself alive, because they have a mindset of, oh, you're the problem, I'm going to erase you, bang. It's just not fair, it's not right. And of course, not all the police officers are bad people. Of course, in a bunch of apple, you will have some rotten ones, you have some bad ones, and it happened to be there's a lot of bad, rotten apples in the midst of the police department. I don't care what department, from left, right, up, down. When they all get together, you will find 1, 2, 3 in there that are disgusting, that are really no good, has no business wearing the badge, has no business wearing the uniform. Again, they should have a special unit for people who are dealing with mental crisis. You don't call police officers. They're not trained to deal with stuff like that. Come on. This is America at the end of the day. You know, a certain people they take to jail should not be in jail. They are dealing with mental crisis. What? The jail are not set for that. Why you take those people to jail? What the jail is going to do for them? If they hearing voices, they are delusional, they having different thoughts, and they don't understand why they are in jail, why you take them to the jail? What the jail is supposed to do for them? It just doesn't make sense. The system take everybody to jail. You kill, you go to jail. You steal, you go to jail. You have mental crisis, you go to jail. Like, are you serious? Everybody going to jail? Like, you out of your mind. The jail is not set for that. It's unbelievable. Everyone goes to jail. Outrageous. Again, subscribe. Thank you for watching. There was a lot going on in Chicago Police Department, and 50 are requested to be fired, and 313 are also requested to be suspended. So it's a lot going on there. A lot going on. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.